wa ba'du. Our honorable guests, Prof. Dr. Shukran Abdul Rahman, Dean of Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman, Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, Associate Professor Dr. Hasnina Ibrahim, Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research, Associate Professor Dr. Aini Mazinina, Deputy Dean, Academic and Internationalization, Dr. Mohud Nuh Abdul Jalil, Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, Dr. Ainul Azmin Muhammad Zamin, Head of Research, Madam Mazlilawati Murad, Senior Assistant Director, Office of Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research, all head of departments, brothers, sisters, and fellow researchers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I am Arafat Karim, PhD graduate in Fiqh, Vice Chairperson of Research, Publication and Career Bureau. It is such an honor to be your MC for this session. Indeed, it is a blessing for us to be able to gather and to attend this event, for us to be exposed to the information of the Kulliyyah briefing for the new students. And on behalf of the organizer, we would like to extend our warm welcome to all new IRKHS postgraduate students of semester 1, 2022-2023. All right, before we go further, let us begin our program today with the recitation of Quran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata allazina an'amta alayhim, غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Without further ado, let's welcome Professor Dr. Shukran Abdul Rahman, Dean, Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences, to deliver his welcoming remarks. فَلْيَتَفَضَّلْ مَشْكُورًا وَمَأْجُورًا. Okay,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin. Amma ba'd. Thank you, Brother Arafat. Respected Deputy Dean Dr. Hasnina Ibrahim, Deputy Dean in charge of Postgraduate and Responsible Research, Dr. Aini Maznina, Deputy Dean of Academic and Internationalization, Dr. Muhammad Nuh Abdul Jalil, Deputy Dean of Student Development and Community Engagement, all heads of department, all academic members, postgraduate students, especially the new postgraduates. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very pleasant afternoon to all of you. Okay, thank you very much to Deputy Dean's Office, Office of Deputy Dean Postgraduate and Responsible Research, for organizing this welcoming session. Alhamdulillah, we are able to gather here, although virtually, to greet and greet and to welcome our young scholars on board the academia of Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman, Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences. Yeah, I'm saying academia here because the term academia refer to not only academic members, but also the young scholars among postgraduate and undergraduate. So as postgraduates, you are one of the important components in the academia of AHAS KRKHS, right? So you are here not only to be credentialized with a master's degree or PhD, but with competencies. You are here to be equipped with competencies that would make you one day an independent researcher, or that would make you another set of postgraduate at higher level, PhD, I mean. Right? So when you join the academia of AHAS KRKHS, you are joining us in our agenda of knowledge generation. You are joining us in the agenda of knowledge dissemination, right? So we do not want to refer you as student. We are referring you as postgraduates, or better one would be young scholars. So you are student researcher or young scholars who are joining forces with us, the academics, in knowledge generation through our research, and also knowledge dissemination through our publication, through our seminar, conference, and also consultancy work. I believe your instructors for your postgraduate courses will engage you, will involve you in their research activities, or they will also join you in your research assignment, so that whatever you are acquiring, whatever you are generating through your research project or assignment project can be shared, at least through posters, or better is in colloquium, postgraduate colloquium, or even they can be published in journals. I think some of the postgraduate programs require you to publish your article before you can be graduated from the program. Okay, so another important agenda in our postgraduate journey is Islamization of knowledge, integration of knowledge, and also relevantization of knowledge. So in IIUM, you have the opportunity to work with your supervisors, to work with your course instructors in looking at your knowledge from Islamic perspective. Right? So when we talk about Islamic perspective, we are going to approach knowledge also from Islamic perspective. When we say Islamic perspective, we are inserting or incorporating Islamic perspective in the way we source knowledge. We are embedding Islamic perspective or highlighting Islamic perspective, okay, in the subject matter that we are approaching, that we are discussing, that we are deliberating. Right? So we are substantiating the subject matter of knowledge, okay, by linking it to the idea, linking it with the knowledge or information that we have from the revealed sources, so that our subject matter or our ontology of knowledge is not only limited to the ones given to us in the existing literature, right? The subject matter or the ontology of knowledge will be widened, will be wider here, because our sources are also diverse. We do not only limit our source of knowledge to the empirical sources, but also to the revealed sources. Okay, the third important thing or agenda in our Islamization agenda, integration agenda, is to highlight the position of values. We do not only want to know the subject matter, we do not only want to know how to deliver or to accomplish things, but we also want to bring meaning to the subject matter, to the skills that we are studying, that we are learning in this university. Right? So the position of values, okay, must be given due attention, must be given due attention, because we want to uphold the good values. We want to also subscribe to the value. We want to manifest the value in whatever you do and whatever we do, be it in our research work or in our professional work. And the last thing in our agenda is to make our knowledge relevant, to make our knowledge applicable. Whatever knowledge, whatever principle, concept, method that we learn here in our program should be of good use to our society, should be of good utility in our society. Only then our knowledge is Islamic in that sense. So knowledge is not only for our own use, it is for the use of many. Right? Khairun nas anfa'uhum linnas. So the knowledge that we have here would enable us to become better people in our community, because we are going to use our knowledge, we are going to use the principle that we learn here to help people changing, to help people developing, and to help people improving their quality of life, so that they can have good level of well-being here and also in the hereafter. So these are the agenda that we in IUM are embarking on, and it is not only us, the academic, who are embarking on this agenda, but students, postgraduates, and also undergraduates are joining us in this journey of Islamization, integration, relevantization as well. So I wish you all the best. I wish you a fruitful stay with us. I also hope that you have a meaningful postgraduate life with us, the instructors, and also with your fellow postgraduates. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Professor, for your great and such a great and excellent welcoming remark about our institutions. So I hope freshers thoroughly grasp the idea. Again, we are going to move on to another very important session that is related to academic matters. Our Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Hasnina Ibrahim, Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research, will do this remark. Thank you so much. فليتفضل مشكورا ومأجور.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Thank you very much, Brother Arafat, respected Dean, Professor Dr. Shukran Abdul Rahman, Deputy Deans, Associate Professor Datin Dr. Aini Maznina, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Noor, and heads of departments, Abdul Rahman, President of Rexop, Brother Ashad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh again. And all new graduates who join.
Sorry, Dr. Prof, we are not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Now it's okay. Now it's
Because
okay.
just now I was disconnected from the link.
Okay.
I have a backup here. I should have a backup here. Let's say if I disconnected, I'm going to join with my another gadget. Yeah? All right. So I'll be very quickly here. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum to all graduates to AHASKI IRKHS. We are here to help you in your journey, in your study, and I think for that reason, it is very essential that you get yourself familiar with my office, yeah, the Office of Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research. Yeah. But before that, let me also introduce the deanery members. As you can see, these are the people that I have rated in my salutation just now. Yeah. The person in the middle, Madam Haslina Shamsuddin. Don't get confused between me and her. Yeah. Madam Haslina Shamsuddin is the Deputy Director of AHASKI IRKHS. She is looking after the facilities, administrative and management of the Kulliyyah. Yeah. And myself, the far left, and the far right, the Associate Professor Dr. Aini, and then on the left, Dr. Noor, and also the Dean. Yeah, and on the right side of the slides are the heads of departments, coordinators, head of research. Right. It is essential for you to know who's who at the Kulliyyah, so you know who to refer to whenever you encounter any problems or difficulties lah. Yeah, hopefully you will have a smooth sailing journey in AHASKI IRKHS. Okay, who are these people? These are the PG coordinators at the departments. Yeah, so from the Department of Psychology, we have Associate Professor Dr. Mariam Adawiyah. And then from English department, we have Dr. Maskana. From Sociology, we have Associate Professor Dr. Nur Azlan. From Fiqh, Usulul Fiqh, we have Associate Professor Dr. Bohida Ghalia. From Arabic department, we have Associate Professor Dr. Saupiman. And then we have from History, Prof. Apa? I don't remember his name now. And then also from Department of Quran Sunnah, we have Dr. Adli. From Usuluddin, we have Professor Mumtaz. From Department of English Language, we have also another coordinator, Dr. Amelia, and we have Dr. Nerawi from Communication. Check with your departments, head of departments or department website. You will get information. Some of them have changed. I think Prof. Saufi has changed, and I'm not so sure about Dr. Mariam. But basically, you have sort of advisors at the department to assist you in terms of the policies, rules, regulations, yeah? And also with regard to academic inputs lah, yeah? So you need not to worry because you have people to refer to whenever you encounter any confusion or difficulties, to get to know what's going on and what you have to do and what are the SOPs, so on and so forth. Yeah. So these are the people in the DDPG office. Yeah. We have a Dr. Ainul Azmin. She is looking after the research. Yeah. She is the head of research, looking after the research affairs at the Kulliyyah. Most of the time, she focuses on helping the managing the research with the academic staff, but well, not limited to the academic staff. If, say, for example, you are working with particular lecturers as as assistant researcher, for example, you may have to come to office and submit some documents for Dr. Ainul's recommendation. So you may also meet Dr. Ainul. And then I am helped with a senior assistant director, Madam Mazlilawati, down here. Madam Mazlilawati is the senior assistant director. You will listen to her briefing afterwards. Yeah. So she helps with the administrative affairs of PG at the Kulliyyah. Yeah, and also we have Madam Asma Nini. She is also how do I say it, an assistant at the office. She helps to arrange meetings, and appointments with me. Yeah, and then we have Sister Nursia. She is helping Dr. Ainul. Yeah, so let's say if you want to see Dr. Ainul, you can arrange for the appointment with her by the help of Sister Nosia. Yeah? And we have Sister Noazian, and then Sister Nur Azima and Sister Izatul. Yeah, so Sister Noazian, Sister Azima, and Sister Izatul are helping you helping with your documents that reach our office from the respective departments lah. Yeah, so I think afterwards Madam Mazilawati will brief you who are the responsible officers in charge of particular department. All right, now let's take a look at the processes at our office. Yeah, it is essential for you to know what are these processes because you will go through these processes. There are so many processes, yeah, from admission until you finish your master's or PhD. Yeah, so there are many processes, and this involves forms, yeah, communication with the departments, especially with the head of departments, and also with my office. Yeah. I hope Sister Ati will show you the website where you can find the relevant forms related to all these processes. They are all on website. Yeah, so I would suggest that you go and check our website to know or to get yourself familiar with the processes and with the relevant forms. Yeah, don't ask your senior. Perhaps your senior use another form. And we have updated the form. Yeah. All right. So basically, we have two programs, masters, well, not programs lah, degree program, masters and PhD, and both these two programs have two modes. Or well, for master we have mixed mode, we have coursework mode only, and we have research mode only, but not many departments have research mode for masters. Yeah, only few departments. Yeah, Full-time is 1 to 3 years. For international student, yeah, can I encourage you and motivate you to finish your master's program in 2 years' time? You know why? Because most of your visa given to you is for 2 years' time. Now, what happened if it exceeds 2 years' time? You have to apply for extension, and you need to renew your visa. Yeah. So when you renew your visa, you need to prepare ahead, say 1 or 2 months. Well, no, 3 months before your visa expire, the office will tell you to come to the office and get the necessary documents for you to get your visa extended. Perhaps recently, some of you may have heard that there were difficulties with our international students with regard to their visa. Most of them forgot to apply for extension of visa because they do not realize that they have exceeded the normal study period.
Sorry, Prof, we cannot hear you. I think he has. It's okay.
I'm so sorry for that interjection. Okay,
Okay.
you know what I'm going to do? I am going to join from my handphone, but then somebody will have to run the slides because I cannot run the slides from my handphone. So give me a while to share my slides with Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, we can hear
Right.
you.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me share the slides with Sister Ati. So Sister Ati can run from her desktop. Okay, give me a few minutes. Okay, maybe I'll share with Sister Ati. I'm so sorry for the we cannot help because during the early period of the semester, we are facing lots of hurdles with the internet connection. So now I am using my own account. The internet is super slow here.
After joining DN crowd, internet is becoming slow.
Ah, I see. Yeah, because everybody is here already, right?
Yeah.
And lecturers are using perhaps the students are using internet, lecturers are also using internet. Okay, so I have shared my slides with Madam Ati. Hopefully Madam Ati can run the slides from her desktop. Hopefully that she is not going to be affected. Okay, let me carry on. So for the PhD, we have a minimum 2 years time and 6 years maximum. Okay. Why I can only see you, Brother Arafat? I don't see everybody else. So now
Yeah.
as if I'm talking to Brother Arafat. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Ati, can you get the slides with you, Ati?
Do you send it to me by WhatsApp or what?
Yes, by WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
All right.
No, I didn't receive it.
Okay lah, maybe because the internet is slow. Never mind lah. I think after sometimes you will be getting it. Yeah. It is downloading now, but the internet is very slow. Let me carry on. Yeah.
Okay, let's see it.
So by the time you can download it, we can start sharing it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for PhD program, we have 2 years minimum and 6 years maximum, and part-time 4 years minimum and 8 years maximum. But please try to use the normal study period. Don't wait until 8 years to finish your study. All right. Okay, and then let me go very quickly. I skipped some slides because of this technical glitch of the internet. All right. As you can see, Kathy, we go to the programs. Next, we go to the next. I skip this one because I have mentioned this one just now. Next. All right. So I will not read them all, but this is for everybody's knowledge, our graduates. So you know the number of programs that we care for postgraduate program at Husky IRKHS. Yeah, you can go to the next slide until the last slides of the program name. So we go until the last slide on the program name, 42. So we have 42 programs actually, PG programs, because they are 10 departments offering masters and PhD programs. And you can imagine one program we may have like 3 modes for masters, mixed mode, research mode, and also coursework mode. So there's already 3 modes under one program. For PhD, we have only mixed mode and research mode. So altogether 5 modes lah. So we have that for 10 departments, and that's why we ended up with 42 programs. That's a lot of programs for the big Kulliyyah at IUM. Yeah. So why I am telling you people this? First, I'm telling you this because I'm showing you the MQA registered number and the nomenclature of our programs for you to know that our programs are accredited with MQA, yeah, and we take very seriously the problem with regard to accreditation. Yeah, we are now working very hard to ensure that these issues of accreditation is taken care of. Yeah, all right. So you can be very sure of our commitment on the program accreditation, right? Okay, next. Okay, another thing which is also very important, because whenever I sign documents for thesis binding, yeah, this is very important. Yeah, for thesis binding, especially for PhD, sometimes I found that students or graduates did not submit article for publication, right? So for masters by research, you need to publish one paper, one article as a requirement for your graduation. This is masters by research. Masters by mixed mode, masters by coursework, you are not required to publish. But if you want to be a truly scholar, academics, we would encourage you to learn how to write to reference journals, even when you are still in your master's program. Okay, for PhD, you are required to publish at least one article in reference journal, index journal, not necessarily Scopus lah, but if you can publish in Scopus or Web of Science or even ERA, that would be very good. Yeah. Now, what if you publish in non-index or in proceeding
or any other forms of publications, like for example, poster presentation, and then you publish it, you still get marks, but the marks is lesser than 1 point. Okay, so let's say you publish in a conference proceeding and also poster, the accumulated point is only 0.9. Not enough. You still have to publish one more, perhaps in non-index journal or another poster presentation. Then only you can, get the accumulated point 1.2, for example. Okay. Moral of the story: if you're a PhD student, by mixed mode, you have to publish either one article or compilations or combinations of other types of publications. Here, the table is there for you to refer to. Now, what if you are PhD by research? PhD by research, you have more demanded requirement with regard to publications. Yeah, you need to have minimum 2 point publications. At least 2 point. PE here is publication equivalent. So let's say you have one published index article, and then you have another one non-index journal, and then you publish in index conference proceeding. So altogether you have 2.3. Okay, that is acceptable. Okay, as a caretaker, as a gatekeeper, say for example, you submit your thesis binding form to me and I found that you have yet to achieve this PE, I will not allow you to graduate. All right. So please make sure that before you graduate, you have all these publications ready. All right. Now, just now, the Dean mentioned about the type of research that you should embark, right? You are all graduates and we treat you as young researchers. We want to nurture you to love for research and to develop in yourself the attitude and the aptitude of a researcher. All right, so what type of research that you should embark? Yeah, because even though you enroll for coursework mode, masters for coursework mode, you still have to write research paper, 2 research papers. If you are clever, you can make these 2 research paper, you can turn these 2 research paper into 2 articles. Yeah. All right. So what type of research? What make your research different from the research embarked by graduates of other universities? So we have here in our university the mission of Islamization, integration, relevantization, Maqasidus Syariah and SDGs. So regardless which department you belong to, either Quran Sunnah, Usuluddin, or psychology, political science, we would like that your research to map with this mission of Islamization, integration, relevantization, Maqasidus Syariah or SDGs. So this brings some novel criteria to your research or novel element of your research, the originality of your research, and make your research unique in comparison to research attempted by graduates of other universities. Yeah, so for that matter, you need to understand what this Islamization integrations mean. So in a very quick manner, what is Islamization? Yeah, Islamization here refers to venture that is in consonance with the worldview, fundamental principles, ethical values, and norms of Islam. So for example, if you are writing about, or if you're writing on, say, how to study comparative religion. Yeah. Now, to study comparative religion from the perspective of Islamic worldview, how a Muslim should embark on the study of other religions from the ethical point of view. What are the values of Islam that you have to incorporate when studying other religions? Now, when you study social phenomenon, for example, you're going to study the zakat recipient, for example, to what extent they benefit from the zakat money that they have been given. Yeah, so you may want to study perhaps whether the financial assistance provided by the zakat institution can help them to strengthen their value as human, to strengthen their iman, to make them more Muslims, for example. Yeah, so we want some fresher perspective of your research with regard to Islamization. Now, with regard to integration, this is especially, when you are doing, say, for example, from the social sciences perspective, political science perspective, psychology perspective, how does your research map with the Islamic values, Islamic worldview, the Tawhidic framework, for example? Now, for example, you're talking about the role of the young people in political participation. So how do you aspire the young people political participation, whether it should be reinventing what have been practiced by politicians in the past, yeah, or whether we should give them new directions or new inputs in conjunction with the Islamic Tawhidic framework on how they should behave as political beings. Yeah, for example, I'm talking out loud and giving you some very general ideas about how do I perceive integration should be, at a Husky IRKHS. Of course, your lecturers who are teaching you research methodology and core courses with regard to your area of expertise would give you better perspective, I believe. And relevantization, this is a term coined by Professor Dr. Kamal Hassan with regard to the courses offered at IRK, yeah, at Quran Sunnah, Fiqh Usul Fiqh, yeah, and Usuluddin and Comparative Religion. Yeah, I give you one very interesting example recently when someone told me that he is going to embark on a research, and not a graduate student. Yeah, he's going to embark on a research about the hukum of watching the face of a fiance before the khitbah is taking embark. So well, I thought that this is not relevantization at all. It's not a problem of research. It's not research problem at all. Perhaps it is in some part of the countries or some parts of the culture, but how do you make that relevant? Watching the wife of your, future fiance. If it is a real problem, how do you make that a real problem? Because I think in most part of the world, it is not a problem at all to watch the face of your fiancé. But if it is a real research problem, you have to make it sound significant and valid for research and relevant in the first place. All right. Okay. So we can talk more about this. And if you are interested, we can have even a specific program to talk more about integration and relevantization. Now, as a graduate student, yeah, you need also to be updated with the current with the current next slide, Sati. With the current development in research skills, yeah. So you need to, if you have extra money, you can join other universities or other programs on research skills, yeah, rather workshops, yeah, on research skills. Either you help with the qualitative research, quantitative research, learning statistic, for example, learning en vivo, learning referencing to like Mendeley and Zotero. Yeah. So at the Kulliyyah, we will, with the help of Rexac, Brother Ashaz, I hope you listen here, Brother Ashaz. Rexac will help to organize more and more research skill workshop. And we are going to charge you very little fees. Why we charge you little fees? Because we want your commitment. There's no such thing as free skill. Yeah, we will charge you very little fee to make sure that you come to the program. And we have planned for a retreat also for this workshop, but then we'll see how it is, depending on the political canvas of the country, because we are now in the midst of what you call it, having an election. So perhaps we may find some difficulties also to bring you out of campus. Yeah, but we'll see how it is. If we cannot do it this year, then we do it during the semester break in February, hopefully. Yeah. All right. So we have also, you can just imagine you have 10 departments. All departments will have their own conferences, will have their own postgraduate curriculum, will have their own webinars, seminars, and whatnot. Please make sure that you join these programs, because these are intellectual programs. Now someone used to say this, that PG program is a lonely journey. Why is it a lonely journey? Because you choose to be lonely. You choose to lock yourself up in your room. You choose to, go to the library and, and do your things on your own. And you choose to register in the early semester and go back to your kampong, go back to your country, and do your things. So that's why it is a lonely journey. But as graduates, we expect that you join all the intellectual and academic programs organized by the Kulliyyah, because you want to develop the analytical skill. You want to develop in yourself the aptitude and attitude as a scholar, as a researcher. You want to get your networking, knowing the paper presenters, knowing the speakers, the keynote speakers, and the people experts in the area. So these are avenues for you to enhance your skills as graduate researcher, right? Okay, next. So these are our programs. Yeah, there are many programs actually. Yeah. So please, I wish that I can see graduate students more visible this semester, because maybe for the past 2 years we were communicating online. Yeah. We have virtual programs, but we try little by little to have our programs physical, so we know each other by person. Okay, next. Don't worry, I'm not going to take longer time. Okay, I want to show this room. This is a PG room for sister. Alhamdulillah, sister, you have very nice PG room. You know what? We have also mirror that. You can actually organize aerobic class also. Because it's originally an aerobic room, yeah, but we have transformed that into graduate room for sister. We have one graduate room for brother, but it is still under refurbishment and renovation. It takes sometimes, because there is there's leaking problem, yeah, and I think it takes a while to get things repaired, because the paint has worn down, and they have to also replace some of the items in the room. And there are still, I think, seniors materials there, books and stuff. So we need to clear the room first and everything. Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's see what do we have after this day. Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay. Next day. Okay, journals. I will hand this over to Dr. Ainul. But what is important with regard to the journals? Okay, don't worry, since just now I said that you have to publish in journals, right? Oh, we have many journals at the Kulliyyah. Okay, and some of the journals are free of charge. Yeah? So we have 2 Scopus journal at the Kulliyyah, Intellectual Discourse and Asiatic. Yeah. And they charge you. So most of the time you publish with your lecturer. Yeah. If your lecturer has research funding, they will pay using their research funding. Yeah. So don't worry about where to publish. We have many journals, but of course, if you can publish, in the journals elsewhere, that would be very, very good. Yeah. And next, these are examples of people who have graduated from our program, and they are, mashallah, they are very successful out there. I think you are familiar with some of these faces, yeah? already. I think 2 or 3 of them are already professors at other universities. Yeah. So inshallah, you can be one of them. Yeah. Inshallah, if you put the effort now, and we pray for you. Inshallah, we hope that you will have very good experience learning at IIUM, and please keep in touch with us. And I wish you all the best and take care. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry for taking longer time. Okay, over to you, Brother Arafat.
Okay, Prof. Thank you so much for your excellent articulation about academic matters. Thanks a lot, Prof. Again, if you have any question, please feel free to ask end of this session. Okay, for the attendance, the link will be provided in the chat box. You can mark your attendance. We are going to move on to another important session, that is briefing on research and publication at our own Kulliyyah, IRKHS. I would like to welcome Dr. Ainul Azmin Muhammad Mazamin, Head of Responsible Research and Innovation, to give her speech. فليتفضل مشكورا ومأجورا.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can you hear me, Brother Arafat?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Professor Shukran Abdul Rahman, our respected Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Haslina Ibrahim, Deputy Dean for Postgraduate, Responsible Research and Innovation, Associate Professor Dr. Aini Maznina, our Deputy Dean for Academic and Internationalization, Associate Professor Dr. Noor Abdul Jalil, Deputy Dean for Student Development and Community Engagement, all HODs who are present this afternoon, the office bearers for Red Salt Society, to the new Masters and PhD students of AHAS KIR KHS, welcome to the Kulliyyah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Thank you, Brother Arafat, our MC for this afternoon. I'm indeed very honored to be with all of you this afternoon, just to share a bit on the research opportunities for our postgraduate, as Prof. Shukran mentioned, our young scholars, at the Kulliyyah, all right? We do not want to call you students anymore because you are very matured, you are ahead of time, you are ahead of everyone else, especially the undergraduates in our Kulliyyah. Okay, I have been entrusted to share with you some information on postgraduate research opportunities here at our Kulliyyah. Let me try if I can share a presentation more. Okay. All right. So our Kulliyyah, as we are all aware, is the biggest Kulliyyah in the university. So we have 11 departments. I think even Kulliyyah of Engineering only has 4 departments. So we are not just double but triple. The number of departments compared to other Kulliyyahs. So what does that mean? It means that there are more opportunities. It means that there are more disciplines. All right. As we are moving towards transdisciplinary research, I would like to encourage all our students, to go beyond the discipline, all right, that you are majoring in. Yes, you will have your main supervisor to guide you, but do not just limit your learning journey here in the Kulliyyah only to your own discipline, but be open to also other knowledge, that you can pick up, other skills that you can also gain from your postgraduate journey in the Kulliyyah. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some information regarding the research opportunities in our Kulliyyah. But before that, let me just share with you. This was our recent IIUM Takrim 2022 in the university. And at our university level, our Kulliyyah has been recognized as the best Responsible Research and Innovation Kulliyyah for Social Sciences. Yeah, there are many other kulliyahs who are also social science based, but our kulliyah has won the award for responsible research and innovation. So rest assured, yeah, that we have very good scholars here in our kulliyah. You have renowned professors who are really authorities in their areas. Yeah, so get to know them, people not just from your own department but also from other departments. Yeah, because like what Dr. Hasina mentioned just now, we want to integrate the knowledge, yeah, between Islamic irregular knowledge and also human sciences and vice versa. All right. Don't limit yourself to just the area that you're focusing on for your PhD and your masters, but also in other areas as well within our kulliyah. Okay. All right. In terms of supervision, okay, we have research grants that your supervisors may have, yeah, from the research activities, part of their research activities. Okay, they will have research grants where they get funded from agencies. Yeah, so you as the supervisors, all right, you can become what we call the graduate research assistants. Yeah, we have also research assistants for undergraduates, but as postgraduate in the kulliyah, you are regarded as GRAs, yeah, graduate research assistant. Maybe you might find this very interesting. For masters research students, yeah, you can get a payment between 1,000 to 1,800 per month. Yeah, if you become a GRA and you are a master student. Yeah, so if you're involved with your supervisors, FRGS, for example, that is the amount that you can obtain. Yeah, on a monthly basis. Of course, you are not, you're not going to be the GRA throughout the 2 years, for example. Yeah, there will be a certain period of time only where you will be assisting your supervisors as GRA. Yeah. Other than that, you can also become GRAs for other professors as well. All right, doesn't mean that you're only stuck with your own supervisor, but grab the opportunity to also become GRAs for other professors or other lecturers in the kulliyah as well, because that's very normal. Yeah, you can also work with other professors. Okay. Topics of research, however, must align with your supervisor's project. All right, because many of the research grants, they would like for the researchers to have master students or PhD students as part of the output. Yeah, so if you become their GRA, all right, so at the end of the journey, you will also obtain your masters or your PhDs. Yeah, so work together closely with your supervisors. I think now our trend in the kulliyah is that we are expecting our students, our supervisors, to also develop their proposals. Yeah, it's not the other way around where it is the supervisors who normally developing the proposals for the research grant, but we do expect now our graduate students to develop the research proposal, but of course with close supervisions from the supervisors. Yeah. Other than research, your supervisors can also be working on his or her own consultancy work. Yeah, in our university, we have research work or research project that we register with RMC, our Research Management Center. And then there's also consultancy work where we register with IIUM consultancy. Yeah, in their consultancy work, your supervisors can also engage you to become a research assistant. Sometimes you are also involved as facilitators for the programs that they have to conduct. And of course, there are certain honorariums for you there. Yeah. Again, at the end of the consultancy work, there are also output, for example, publication of articles, yeah, even policy papers, yeah. So these are experiences that you can pick up as you become the research assistant to your supervisors. Yeah, so be on the lookout. All right, ask around. Yeah, talk to your supervisors. What are some of the opportunities that you can gain? Yeah, from working together with them. All right, it's not just with your own supervisors, but maybe lecturers in the department that you are registered with. Okay. All right. As I mentioned just now, some of the output from the research and the consultancy work, yeah, they can be, of course, your thesis. That will be the main requirement for you to graduate. Like what Dr. Hasina mentioned just now, in order for you to graduate, there are also certain requirements for publication. Yeah, so when you talk about publication, there's the journal article. Yeah, you can contribute a chapter in a book. All right, it can be a research that you conduct within your own coursework. Yeah, now most lecturers would have mini research, for example, as part of the assignment that you have to complete. Yeah, and that can be turned into a chapter that you can contribute for a book, yeah, edited book, for example, right? You can also write newspaper articles, yeah, your point of views, your ideas about a certain issue, yeah, because you are a scholar, yeah, you are in a university, you can write, all right, things pertaining to, you know, the issues surrounding us, right? In the society, there are a lot of things going on. So you can write articles, yeah, in newspapers. Of course, there's the web article. People are reading a lot online right now. So when you start doing that, you are gaining your confidence in writing. Don't forget to attend conferences, yeah, because during the presentation at the conferences, you will meet other people who have the same interests as you do. You will be able to see where you are in terms of the research that you are doing. Sometimes we feel that our work is so unique, our work is so novel, but when we attend conferences, we realize other people are also doing, yeah, the same things that you are doing. In fact, what you're thinking of doing may be something, you know, that's something already in the past. Yeah, it's probably outdated already. So try and attend as many conferences as possible. There are still many that are conducted online. There are also colloquiums or symposiums that are still free. Yeah, make time to attend all this. All right, and then you can also publish your papers in conference proceedings. All right, and of course, there's also poster competitions. Yeah, during poster competitions, if you enter them, you will get feedback from the judges. Yeah, and all these valuable feedbacks, you can use them to improve further the area or the study that you're working on. All right, video presentation also, these are also part of the activities in conferences. From the videos that you produce, you can even register them. Yeah, so these are points that you can also collect, or points that are also part of the requirement for your publication. Yeah, like Dr. Hasina mentioned just now, you have to you know, follow the requirement, otherwise you cannot graduate. Even though your thesis is completed, yeah, if your publication is not fulfilled, you won't be able to graduate from the university. Okay, so talk to your supervisors. All right, these are very capable people in your department. You can also talk to your HODs, right? And you are welcome to come over to my office, yeah, to talk about your research interests as well. Okay, other than the supervision, okay, at our Kulliyyah, we also have what we call the Center of Excellence, yeah, Kulliyyah Center of Excellence, all right, where there are coordinators who organize programs and projects, yeah. Normally, many of these projects are interdisciplinary, yeah. They would apply for grants from agencies, yeah. Some of these grants can be from local agencies. There are also some from the international sponsorship, depending on the network, right? Depending on who the circle or the members in the Kulliyyah Center of Excellence. Okay, many of the projects conducted under our KCOEs, yeah, they are interdisciplinary in nature. All right, and you may find that lecturers from different departments, they become members of a particular project. Yeah, so let me just share with you, okay, what are or Okay, who are the coordinators for our Kulliyyah Center of Excellence, right? At the moment, we have 8, yeah, KCOE, we call it as for short form, okay? We have Social Mediation Unit. This is headed by Associate Professor Dr. Hasina Ibrahim. Yeah, our Deputy Dean is the person in charge for Social Mediation Unit. This is a recently established unit, very active, I must say. Yeah, a lot of their activities involve lectures from almost all the kuliahs actually. Yeah, so if you are interested in working on topics pertaining to social mediation, you want to find out further, so make an appointment, talk to Dr. Haslina and see if there are opportunities for you. Yeah, you can become a research assistant or maybe facilitator for their programs, right? The same thing, Social Issues and Development Unit. This is headed by Dr. Sharifah Fatima Azahra. She is a member of Department of Sociology and Anthropology. This is the center that focuses a lot on social issues about what's going on in our society. Yeah, looking into the plight of people among the Asnaf group, for example, right? So if you're interested in areas like that, email Dr. Sharifah Fatima, find out if there are opportunities for you to conduct research or to be involved in her research. Yeah, Policy and Area Studies. This is headed by Dr. Rabia Aminuddin. She is from the Political Science Department. So looking at the title, you know that this is the center that focuses on political issues, yeah, maybe about the society's harmony and integration, yeah, things like that. All right, political science. Okay. Dr. Pamela Lordanathan is the coordinator for Psychology Services Unit. All right, mental health issues, yeah, problems pertaining to our students' mental health. All right, this will be the area of interest for the Psychology Services Unit. All right, this is an integration between psychology. Yeah, it can also take into account Quran and Sunnah if we need help, all right, from the perspective of Islamic river knowledge. Yeah, so feel free to meet any of these coordinators. Dr. Amila Awang is also the head for Usuluddin, and she is the coordinator for Nursi Research and Training Center. Okay, this is the center that is sponsored by the Hirat Foundation, right? I think they've got some amount of money, yeah, for research, for textbook activities, publications, yeah. So this is also one center that has a lot of opportunities, okay, for our postgraduate student. Okay, moving on is raising dual language children. This is mainly focusing on linguistics, yeah, areas in language, literature maybe, yeah, headed by Dr. Rabiatu Adawiyah. Okay, she's a member of the Department of English Language and Literature. All right, you can talk to her if you're interested in areas pertaining to linguistics and literature. Okay, Dr. Abdul Wahid Jalanuri is the coordinator for Center for Future Studies. If you are someone who is always thinking ahead about the future, anticipating about what's going to happen in the future, you would like to offer your services in helping the society in the future. So Dr. Abdul Wahid will be the right person to speak to. Yeah. And this is also another one, recently established unit, the manuscript unit. Associate Professor Dr. Taufiq Ismail, our lecturer from the Department of Arabic. Yeah, he is looking into materials like the old manuscripts, yeah, kitabs from yesteryears. Yeah, we are working closely with ISTEC actually, because the library of ISTEC, they are now waiting for us, yeah, to come over and conduct research based on the materials that they have, yeah, in ISTEC library. Of course, there are also other research opportunities where Dr. Taufiq will explain to you in terms of the research opportunities. Yeah, we recently had one invitation to also conduct research consultancy work with the Malacca Mufti, yeah, and one of the areas that they need help is also on the manuscript that they have gathered, yeah, from Malacca, yeah. So these are actually data, yeah, already available for you, waiting for you to research, yeah, to research on all these materials. All right, so talk to your supervisors, yeah, tell them about your interests, see how you can also align your interest with your supervisor's interest, yeah. Inshallah, we will try to come up, you know, with a project, with a research work together. Okay, all right. The next one that I want to talk about is our journal, yeah. As what Dr. Hasina mentioned just now, yeah. We have our own journals in the Kulliyyah. In fact, we have 11 journals in the Kulliyyah, yeah. Again, there is no other Kulliyyah in the university with as many journals like what we have here, yeah, in AHAS KIR KHS. Okay, from the 11 journals, 2 are actually Scopus Index. Yeah, when I say Scopus Index, that means the points, yeah, that you will get if you publish in these 2 journals will be more, yeah, will be greater than the other journals. Yeah, intellectual discourse. The editor-in-chief is Associate Professor Dr. Daniel from Department of Political Science. Yeah, Asiatic is headed by Associate Professor Dr. Mahmudul Hassan. He is our department member of DEL, Department of English Language and Literature. Okay, so these 2 journals are Scopus Index. Yes, they have their own publication fee. Yeah, so you can check out their website. Yeah, to look into all these details. All right. Professor Shukran is also an editor-in-chief for IIUM Journal of Human Sciences. Okay, the articles that you can send, yeah, to this journal is not just restricted to psychology. Just because Prof. Shukran is from the Department of Psychology, it's not necessarily just for articles pertaining to psychology. Yeah. So again, as you read through the what do you call it, the home page, yeah, for all these journals, you can look at the area or the scope, yeah, for each journal. All right, match that with the articles that you have, yeah, or you intend to publish. Journal of Linguistics and Literary Studies. This is headed by Professor Asim, yeah, our editor-in-chief. This is one journal where you can send Arabic articles. Yeah, not many of our journals allowing us to send or to publish in Arabic. Yeah, but Journal of Linguistics and Literary Studies is one of them. Okay. Next is the International Journal of Fiqh and Usul Fiqh. Yeah, the editor-in-chief is Professor Amanullah. Right, our professor from the Department of Fiqh and Usul Fiqh. Yeah, so people from IRKHS, this is one opportunity for you, yeah, to publish in International Journal of Fiqh and Usul Fiqh. Okay. All right, let's look at the remaining 6. IIUM Journal of Religion and Civilizational Studies. This is a journal mainly focusing on studies on history, yeah, on civilization. All right, the editor-in-chief is Associate Professor Dr. Fauziah Fadil. Yeah, she is our editor-in-chief. So you can email her if you think you have a good paper that you like to publish. Arisala, the next one is a journal headed by Associate Professor Dr. Kabuye Sulaiman. Okay, and then At-Tajdid. All right, Professor Rahmah is our editor-in-chief. This is the next journal where you can publish in Arabic. Yeah, Prof. Rahmah is also from the Department of Arabic. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, At-Tajdid. Okay, and then Journal of Islam in Asia. The editor-in-chief is Associate Professor Dr. Salam. Now, what is interesting about this journal? It can accept publications in English, in Arabic, as well as in Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah, so if you feel you have a good article written in Bahasa Indonesia, because we have Indonesian students, yeah, try and send your manuscript to the journal. Yeah, inshallah, it can be considered. Yeah, after the peer review, yeah, maybe it can be considered for publication. Okay, Al Burhan is the next journal, fully in Arabic. the new editor-in-chief is Associate Professor Dr. Usmani. Okay, this is basically Quran and Sunnah journal. Yeah, and finally we have Al-Itqan. All right, the editor-in-chief is Professor Dr. Wan Azam. Yeah, from the Department of Usuluddin and Comparative Religion. All right, so I am putting the names and the cover of each journal as well as the editors-in-chief so that you can familiarize with all these different journals, all right? And also the different people who are in charge of all these journals, here at the university, all right, we have many different ways of communicating. So you can make an appointment to see them in the office, or you can write an email, start talking to your lecturers and professors. Inshallah, they will guide you, in terms of your research and publication. All right. I think that's about it from me, Brother Arafat. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Okay, thanks, Prof. Thank you so much for your great presentation with regards to research and publications. I hope our fresh students absorb the ideas. Thank you so much to you. Again, we have only remaining very important part of our university, that is administrative matters. Therefore, we are going to call upon our respected Madam Mazdilawati Murad, Senior Assistant Director of Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research Office. Please welcome. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Brother Arafat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor Dr. Shukra Abdul Rahman, our respected Dean, Assistant Professor Dr. Haslina Ibrahim, Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research, Assistant Professor Dr. Aini Datin Mazlin, Assistant Professor Dr. Datin Aini Mazlin Abdul Mana, Deputy Dean, Academic and Internationalization, Assistant Professor Dr. Muhammad Noor Abdul Jalil, Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, Red Sock Committee members, brothers and sisters, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right, in this afternoon, my briefing will be focusing on the administrative matters for the postgraduate studies here. All right, this is the flow of my presentation. I will explain to you on the person in charge of the departments at my office, and then the administrative assistant or personal assistant at the departments, academic calendar, important dates, flow charts, SOPs and forms, and also a little bit on iMonitor. Right, this is the person in charge at our office, at the Office of Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research. Like our Deputy Dean Postgraduate mentioned just now, we have 3 staff which taking care of 10 departments, right? So Sister Norazan Zainul is one of the person in charge for the Department of Communication, Department of Sociology and Anthropology, Department of Arabic Language and Literature, Department of Usuluddin and Comparative Religion. Right, and then we have also Sister Nur Azima Abdul Latif. This is the person in charge for the Department of History and Civilization, Department of Psychology, and Department of Fiqh and Usul al-Fiqh. And the other one is Sister Izzatu Farah Nadia Zulharti. She's the person in charge for the Department of English Language and Literature, Department of Political Science, and Department of Quran and Sunnah Studies. Also, okay, our office been assisted as well by the staff at the departments, which all the applications from the student, from you, will be submitted first to the department before the completed form or the completed application or appeals can be submitted to our office for further processes. Yeah. Okay. So I will introduce you to the department members, which you will see first before you come and see us, right? This is from the Department of Communication. We have Sister Ramziah Hani Darus. Department of English Language and Literature, Sister Nur Nadira Rozami. Department of History and Civilization, Sister Roslinda Muhammad Yusof. Department of Political Science, Sister Azura Abdul Jalil. Department of Psychology, Sister Safia Abdul Hamid. Department of Sociology and Anthropology, Sister Haryani Marni. Department of Arabic Language and Literature, Sister Mazlinda Madros. Department of Fiqh and Usul al-Fiqh, Sister Siti Aisyah Usman. Department of Quran and Sunnah Studies, Sister Haniza Abdul Rahman. And Department of Usul al-Din and Comparative Religion, Sister Mazian Yusuf. Right? So if you have anything related to postgraduate studies, about any application like being listed in the Deputy Dean Postgraduate and Responsible Research slides just now, there's so many postgraduate related matters, right? So any of these matters will be must go through to department first, right? Because all the application and appeals must have the recommendation from the head of department before all the documents can be submitted to our office. So you will need to meet them first, right? To submit your documents, yeah? And then the next one, I will share with you the academic calendar for each academic session, right? So let's say this semester is semester 1, 2022-2023, but the academic calendar is for the 3 semesters, right? Semester 1, semester 2, and semester 3 for 2022-2023 session, okay? So this academic calendar can you can get it from the CPS website. Yeah. This is the academic calendar for this semester, where the date for the beginning of the semester, when is the semester break, when is the revision period, examination period, and also the inter-semester vacation. Right. It's also stated here all the public holidays for Malaysia. Okay. Right. This is for semester 1, and then we have 3 pages here. This is for semester 2. So you can plan. All right. You can plan about your studies here according to the academic calendar. And then the third page is for semester 3. But normally our kuliah will not offer any courses or classes in semester 3 for postgraduate. Yeah. So you can plan if you want to go back to your countries for the holiday, or you want to do research during the semester. Yeah. Right. Then we go back to our, okay, where we can get the academic calendar. You go to CPS website, and then there's a, from the left side, academic calendar / important dates, and then you choose academic calendar. Then you can get this academic calendar from there. Yeah. And then next one is on the important dates. This is for each semester, where you can get it from the CPS website as well. And under the academic calendar important dates, then you choose important dates, right? Okay, important dates, this one is for this semester only, where it stated all the dates that you can know, right? If let's say you want to do the online course registration, it's from what date until what date, all right? And all about all the applications related matters, but repeat and replace not for you lah, because you are the first semester student, right? If you want to have audit course, change status, change mode, you have to know all these dates, yeah, right? It's all here. And then if you want to appeal for, if let's say you have something coming in, and then you need to apply for leave of absence, then you know, you should know the deadlines for you to apply for the leave of absence. Okay, you have to have the copy of this, yeah. either in hard copy or soft copy. You need to have this because you need to know where is the related dates, right? When is the drop only for period? You have to know about it because let's say if you do the registration after the deadline, you will not be able to do so. Okay, when you want to drop, the drop only period is free of charge. When it comes to the withdrawal period, you have to know because there's a some period 300, and then after that period 500. You have to know about that all these dates, yeah, so that you will not be be charged of all the ringgit tu lah, right? Okay. And then next one, what I'm going to share with you, this is the flow charts, the SOP, standard operating procedures, and also all the forms, related forms, which are related to your studies. Okay, this is the from our website, and the other one from CPS website. So these two websites very important throughout your studies. You have to know that. So for the Kulliyyah website, I cannot click here because it go to the different page. So I need to show you where to get this form. Yeah. Okay. You please do not search when you want to search like our office. Please do not click search. All right. You have to go to the website. First, you go to the IUM website. This is the address of the website. And then when you come to this page, click academics. Then go to our Kulliyyah website. Go to site, click here, right? And then if you want to go to the form, you want to know the form that related to you, go to the resources and click downloads. Yeah. This will guide you to the correct page of our website. And then you click this one is for our office. Now we have here the org chart of our office. And then we also share with you on the on the services rendered by the IM Academy related to formatting and also proofreading of the thesis later, yeah. And then we have also the study plan, because in the iMaklum, the report stated in the Maklum is only the graduation audit report. The report is for you as a guide in order for you to know how many courses that you have registered, right? But this study plan have all the listed courses that you have to fulfill for your graduation. Okay, right? This is the difference between the study plan and also the graduation audit report. Okay, and then this is for the PhD and also this for master's program. We have all the programs here. And then you need to know your program and also your mode of studies so that you will be guided to the correct study plan. Okay, do not register courses which are not listed in your study plan. It will create problem in the future, right? Just focus to register the courses related to your study program. Okay, and then we also have the guidelines here, and then this is related to iMonitor, who can access the iMonitor, and then we have the flowchart and also SOP for the Kulliyyah. Okay, and then also the forms related to you as a student. Okay, and then this is also some forms from CPS website that link to our website for easy reference lah for you. Okay, and then we're going back to my slides. Okay, for CPS website, I think you will join the Ta'aruf by CPS, and CPS will introduce you to their websites. Okay, so I just skip this, right? And then this is the iMonitor system, just for students who registered research proposal, dissertation, and thesis. Okay, when you register coursework, you don't need the submission of progress report via iMonitor. Okay, this system is only for you to submit the progress report when you register research proposal, dissertation, and thesis. When you should, when is the time that you need to submit the progress report? Beginning week 12 until week 19. Okay, this is only the what we call it. I just want to give you the general information only, because when a few weeks before week 12, we will receive a notice from CPS related to this matter. So when you receive the notice, immediately you can submit your progress report via iMonitor. You don't need to use the hard copy form anymore. All right. The link to the iMonitor, you can get it on the CPS website. Okay, I think you can also access the iMonitor from your iMaklum, from the iMaklum, right? So I think that's it from me. Thank you so much for listening and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, respected madam, for your great presentation with regards to administrative matters. So we are going to move on another important session. Since our faculty of Kulliyyah is close connected to Arabic language, that means we are using bilingual here, Arabic as well as English. So I am going to change my language for calling my brother Hazad. Jazakumullah khairan ala tarhikum al-qayyim, wa ننتقل إلى برنامج آخر على وهو تقديم نشاطات ريكسو. رئيس ريكسو الشيخ زاد سوف يلقي الضوء على نشاطاتها، فليتفضل مشكورا ومأجورا.
جزاكم الله خيرا brother Rafat. I'm not going to giving in Arabic. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Respected Professor Dr. Shukran Abdul Rahman, Dean of Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman Kulliyyah of Islamic Civil Knowledge and Human Sciences, IIUM, Associate Professor Dr. Hasina bint Ibrahim, Deputy Dean, Postgraduate Responsible Research and Responsible Research, Associate Professor Datin Dr. Aini Mazlina, Deputy Dean, Academic and Internationalization, Dr. Muhammad Nuh Abdul Jalil, Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, Dr. Ainul Azmin, Head of Research, Madam Mazliwati Murad, Senior Assistant Director, Office of Deputy Dean, Postgraduate and Responsible Research, all Head of Departments, RecShock members, brothers and sisters, young researchers, I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to start my short presentation with the quotation of Hadith. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كل ميسرين لما خلق له. For everyone is felicitated for what he was created. It means it is easy to do any task when we realize or identify for what we was created. So with that, firstly, we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala having this wonderful opportunity to study in this blessed university, IIUM, because brothers and sisters, as we all know, this university has a very strong Islamic thought-based foundation. So Alhamdulillah, we we are very blessed to having this university, and especially Allah has granted us to study in its Kulliyyah of Islamic Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences. So today my job is to introduce RECSHOC. It means our Kulliyyah's PG Society. So Revealed Knowledge Human Sciences Graduate Society. As we know, postgraduates of any institution has significant role in directing the institution's academic path. Similarly, student union or society has significant role in molding universities' direction towards its mission and vision and ambition. So IIUM has many societies, many unions, especially we know IIUM Student Union and also PGSS, Postgraduate Student Society. But Alhamdulillah, now our Kulliyyah has established its own PG Society, RECSHOC, which means Revealed Knowledge and Human Sciences Graduate Society. So the main purposes of this society are to enhance communication between graduates and Kulliyyah's administration, and organize academic and social programs that support to our graduates' learning experience and research skills, and also to provide a platform as a medium for graduates' activism and leadership. Fourthly, to assist the Kulliyyah in fulfilling its vision and mission of integration, internationalization, Islamization, and comprehensive excellence. Fifthly, to be an representative in accordance with the decision made by the Dean to undertake student welfare and activities in the Kulliyyah. Lastly, to foster the spirit of brotherhood and cooperation which go beyond racial and national boundaries among the graduates of the Kulliyyah. So, Alhamdulillah, last May, we had our very first AGM, Alhamdulillah, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we selected our main board for the section. And also we have 5 bureaus. They have their own agendas. So we have been conducting some workshops and special talks, and we had a research coffee date, and we hope to bring some publications from our PG students. And also we hope to conduct some academic visit to other universities and some other interesting academic related activities. So this is our AGM, research coffee date, and we had a roundtable discussion. Inshallah, it will continue every month. So if you have any research findings or research papers, you can share with us. So every month, this is our platform. We can discuss our paper to develop our confidence level. So what are the benefits? Briefly, the main benefits of joining this RECSHOC, we can uplift our leadership qualities and communication skills, because as Professor Hasrina and our Dean, Dr. Shukran said, without knowing skills, leadership skills, or even the academic skills, it's very hard to ensure our future career. So in my view, any one of us, without knowing Islamization of knowledge and integration of knowledge and relevantization of the current knowledge and these things, it's very unfortunate. Without knowing these disciplines, if we are graduating, it's very unfortunate. So by joining with our society, I think we can develop our academic skills and leadership skills and communication skills. And also we can collect star points also for our extracurricular activities. So our advisor of the RECSHOC, Associate Professor Hasrina binti Ibrahim. This is our lineup. myself, I'm a president of Tech Shop, and Vice President Sister Siti Hajar, Secretary Sister Amira, and Assistant Secretary Siti Hilwani, Treasurer Sister Mashita, and our bureau. We have 5 bureaus. Chairperson for Da'wah and Community Engagement Bureau, Brother Sujaur Rahman. Vice Chairperson, Sister Zikra. And Chairperson for Public Relation and Multimedia Bureau, Brother Muhammad Amirul. And Vice Chairperson, Brother Ahmad Ibdar. Chairperson for Research and Publication Bureau, Sister Nur Shahira, and Vice Chairperson, Brother Arafat. Chairperson for Culture, Sports and Recreation Bureau, Brother Iftikhar, and Chairperson for Welfare and Human Resource Bureau, Chairperson Mazdina. So if I welcome all of you to join with us, and we can do some academic exercise by using this platform. So I think if you need to join with us, you may subscribe our Facebook page and Instagram page, and we have a Telegram account also. So I welcome all of you to join with us. Jazakumullah khairan. With that, I end my presentation with a quotation of Hadith, Khairun Nasi anfa'uhum linnas. The best of people are those who are most beneficial to people. Jazakumullah khairan for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
جزاكم الله خير شيخ عزاد على إفادتكم القيمة حول نشاطات ركشو بشكل موجز. Now this is our final session that is related to Q&A session. So everyone can feel free to ask a question with regards to the subjects that mentioned here. Before that, I can see some questions typed in our chat box. Can I maze? So, for that. What about the first question is, what about the research that related to capitalism or liberal economic studies, which doesn't include any Islamic value? Will it is still acceptable by IIUM? Prof. Hasina, Prof. Prof.
Okay, with regard, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With regard to that question, I will not be able to give you a very specific advice because that is basically not my subject matter expert. You will have to speak to your supervisor, your intended supervisor or postgraduate coordinator. But above all, the general guidelines with regard to your research is that, this is the niche of our university: Islamization, relevantization, integration, maqasidus Sharia, and also SDGs. Now, if you do not want it to be a full-fledged Islamic kind of inputs, perhaps you can channel that or map that with one of the SDGs, because the SDGs are more universal in terms of its orientation. After all, we believe that whatever that is Islamic is good for humanity. So the SDG, like for example, one of the SDG is quality of life. People and institution. What else? I think there is also about there is something about equality and human rights. So perhaps you can channel or modify your title to link to the SDG to give it a universal flavor, or orientation, but at the same time capture what is of the interest of Islam, which is rahmatan lil alamin. So I can give you only from the very general perspective, but for the details, you need to speak to your supervisor. All right.
Okay, thanks, Prof. There is another question with regards to the visa problem. That is one student raised this question, because I would like to know when the enrollment deadline is, because I didn't get my eval. It is visa problem, so I cannot enroll and cannot register any courses, even cannot enter Malaysia before I get eval. There is a question. How are you going to explain?
Yes, brother, sister, the eval is very important. You can only join our program. You can only come to Malaysia when the eval is ready. That is beyond the university's control. It is with the immigration department. I would like to advise you that whatever that is related to the immigration department, it is very important, and you have to be abide by what they advise you. Now that we have resumed into physical meetings, we no longer accept online enrollment. Yeah. There is no such thing as a hybrid class. Hybrid class means concurrently that we conduct physical meeting as well as online meeting. So it's quite unfortunate that we cannot accept you in class until your eval is ready. I am so sorry to say that if by the end of this semester your eval is still not ready, you may have to enroll, may have to register for the program next semester. Pray to Allah that things will be smooth for you at the immigration department. I would like to advise also to all international students, if you have record of overstay in Malaysia, your visa expire, this will affect your application in future. I believe that whichever country you are going, this is one very sensitive and crucial matter. So I would like to again, advise you, just be patient and wait until the eval is ready. If let's say, for example, it is ready by the 8th week of the semester. The 8th week of the semester, it means that we are already half of the semester. Yeah, and your lecturers have covered half of the lectures. This is very unlikely that your lecturer will accept you in class, because by that time we have started lectures, we have started assessment, we have given the students due date for assignments. So I would advise you to enroll next semester. Yeah, not this semester, because if it is already 8 weeks of the semesters, you're left with only 6 weeks. So we do not want you to struggle, because 6 weeks you have to cover the 8 weeks that you were not around, and then you have to do the assignment. Because in my past experience dealing with students like this, they suffer, and that it will also reflected in the results. And I think most importantly, you will not learn anything. Whereas you come here, you enroll to the program because you want to learn from the lecturers, not just because you want the piece of paper, the degree, but you want to learn. So yeah, may Allah make it easy to all of you. But this is my very sincere advice to all of you. Wait until the eval is ready.
Okay. Thanks a lot to you, Prof. If there any question, please free to ask and unmute yourself, mic, and present your question directly. Is there any question? Please.
Can I advise for people who are still waiting for the eval? While waiting for the eval, you're a graduate student, you have your degree already. Can I suggest that you do literature review? You must have an area that you want to explore for your research. And why not you do your literature review? So that can help you when you start doing your research proposal. Yeah, so don't waste any time. Read the articles, read books, because you will find the research gap and you can immediately, work on your research proposal. All right.
Okay, okay. Is there any question?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Sorry, I'm Dr. Haiza from SOCA department. Thanks, brother, for giving me the chance to talk. I'm talking on behalf of as a member of IIM Ethics Committee. So I think this issue is also relevant to you. I've been informing about the culture for us to be more alert about the ethics issues today, to the Kulliyyah, to the departments, okay, but I also now I'm going to talk to you, okay, our research or warrior, okay. So I think what you have to do, if you think that your topic is quite sensitive, okay, that may harm the physical, the mental, okay, the psychological aspects of your samples, your respondents, okay, please apply for ethics approval, okay, from RMC. So this approval can be obtained via form, okay, RMC form that you can get from their website. Okay, so that's the only information that I can give to you at the moment. And if you have further information or further require information, please ask your supervisor or your lecturers about this. Okay, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.
Thanks a lot, Prof, for your advice. Okay, if there is no question, we can conclude the session. Okay, this is our photo session. I think our brother Azad will take a screenshot. So everyone, please open your videos so that we can easy to take the first photo. Okay, please Azad, do it.
Actually, I don't know, brother Amirul. Yeah, Amirul.
Amirul?
Amirul.
Yeah, I will do it, huh? Okay.
Yes.
You know how to do it, Brother Arafat?
I'm not sure. I am asking
Okay,
you.
okay.
Okay.
Everyone get ready. Okay. The
Ready?
connection
Yeah,
run.
everyone is ready. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Slide 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, done?
Done. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank
brother.
you so much, brother.
Okay, we are going to wrap up our session. Hopefully everyone here would get the important points. So freshers will be motivated through this wonderful and excellent session. So thanks for all our resource persons. So on behalf of the organizer, we would like to congratulate all of you and best wishes for the journey in research and giving benefits to mankind. Let's end today's session with tasbih, with dua. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Okay, we'll see. Inshallah.
Thank you very much, Brother Arafat, and thank you, Rexall. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Madam, can I have a question? Madam, I have one more question.
Yeah, Sister Zalchunma.
Yes, Madam, I have a last question because my visa problem, so I cannot enter Malaysia. So, what is the last time I can arrive in Malaysia and start my study?
I think what you can do is that you need to wait until your eval been approved. Then only you can come to Malaysia. I think
Yeah.
CPS has extended the enrollment period until 15 October, if I'm not mistaken.
15 October. So
15,
that means
15.
yeah. So that means I need to come to Malaysia before 15 October, right?
No. You can come to Malaysia after you get your eval. You cannot come earlier. You will be penalty
I
by
need
the
get
immigration.
visa.
Yeah.
So that means I can I can register before 50 October, right?
I think what you can do is that because you are yet to become our student. Okay, so all the processes that you want to know for the enrollment, you need to communicate with Brother Ehsan at the admission unit CPS.
All right, I can email to him, right?
Yeah, because I cannot assist you much related to enrollment.
Okay, so I'm really worried about I get my eval later and then I miss this semester.
I think what you can do is that you can email to Brother Ehsan to get the advice related to enrollment.
All right.
Okay, while waiting for
madam.
your eval being approved. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, all the best to you. Inshallah. Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Madam.
Bye.
Barakallah.
Right. Thank you, Brother Ashad.